my god, my eye. Ooh. Hey everyone, it's Ryan, and today I'm going to be sharing a few tips that I have for new writers. I'm currently writing my first novel, and a lot of people have been asking me, how did I start it, how did I know what to write, and how am I staying committed to it? So that's what this video is going to be about. Tip number 1 is to just start writing. A lot of people are afraid to write, or they think they need to have their book fully planned out before they start writing, which is not true. If you have an idea, start writing it down, even if you don't know the direction of your book. Tip number 2 is to get a designated notebook for all of your ideas. Go to Target, go anywhere. It does not have to be expensive, but get yourself a notebook that you can write down all of your ideas in. Make sure to take your notebook everywhere you go. You have any idea, you put it in the notebook so you can't forget. Tip number 3 is to not stray oh my god, my eye. Ooh. Tip number 3 is to not stray too far from your plot. When you're writing down your ideas, you do not have to use all of them. I had to learn this the hard way when I tried to bake every single one of my ideas into my book. What ends up happening is your story is not something that people can follow. It's too broad. You have to stay within a certain limit to yourself. So when you're writing down your notebook, make check marks next to the things that you want to keep and X out the things that you don't want to keep so you can make sure that your story is readable. Tip number 4 is to commit to a certain time every day or set deadlines for yourself. I personally started with 1,000 words per day, which is a lot, and I don't think that people need to do that. It's just I love writing that much. I will stay up to write, but you do not have to do that. I'd recommend starting at 300 or 500 words a day. If you cannot commit to writing that every day, set deadlines for yourself. For example, I want to be done with this chapter by the end of the week. This will make sure that you are continuing your book and you will not stop. Number 5, don't be afraid of writer's block. Almost everyone gets writer's block. Your notebook will help you out with this. Go back to your ideas that you had, and if you have any more that are checked off that you haven't used yet, write them in your book the way that you would write it in chronological order. Even if you have an idea for, let's say, chapter 5 and you're still in chapter 1, go ahead and write that idea out because it will cure your writer's block. If you do happen to not have any more ideas and you still don't have anything to write, go back to the plot of your story and see how you need to advance it for your characters and think about why you are writing the book. If you know why you're writing the book, then start there. Number 6 is a weird one, but don't be afraid of writing the wrong thing. Everyone gets to a point where they're writing their chapter, it's going great, word count's great, but we just don't like the way that it's turning out. Do not stop in the middle of a chapter and try to rewrite it. It will not work. You need to finish out the chapter even if you're not liking it before you try to go back, because if you stop in the middle, the ideas are going to overlay and you're pretty much going to write the same thing. Even if you have to do this 3-4 times, just keep rewriting it until you like it. Number 7 is get someone to critique your work. We are blind to our mistakes in our work, or we over-critique our work. And if you get someone to read your book for the first time, they have fresh eyes on it and they will tell you from the reader's point of view what you need to do. Most of the time, this is you need to over-exaggerate something or you explain something too much. They will tell you and you can fix it. If you can get someone who specializes in reading or writing, that would be even better because they can give you constructive criticism and they know what they're talking about. Number 8 is please make your characters relatable. Do not make your main character perfect. Everything should never come to a character easily. There should always be some kind of struggle or character arc that we can follow as the reader of your book. If everything comes easy to your characters, then there is no point in reading the book. Likewise, if there is a problem that comes to your character and they do find a way to get through it, some damage should be kept within the character. If they recover fully, then again, there's no point in reading your book because they went right back to how they started. Number 9, don't be afraid of failure and don't listen to what other people have to say. People are telling me that I'm too young to write a book, there's no way that people would read my book. Don't listen to them. There's no age where you can write a book, or there's no way that you look that means you can or cannot write a book. Write it anyway. When you're making millions of dollars, then you'll get to look at those people like they're crazy. Number 10 is kind of obvious, but to go along with number 9, don't give up on your book. So a lot of people start their books or their short stories or whatever you're writing, and again, they don't like it by the time they are done, or halfway through, they just do not like it. Do not abandon your project. If you do not like your project, rewrite it, keep rewriting it, but do not completely abandon your project or give up writing in general. There's a lot of people who start books that would have been great if they were published, but they just give up on them. This is not good. Keep going, and I promise that you can do it. Alright, that's going to be the end of this short video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Comment down below what other kind of writing related videos you would like to see from me, and please share to anyone you think would enjoy this content. With that, remember everyone to stay happy.